Today, I am sharing with you the simple yet effective system specifically for entrepreneurs looking to get more done in less time, feel amazing, have like consistent energy from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, and completely avoid burnout. So by the end of this video, you'll have an easy to implement protocol that's like cheating your way to operate at this much higher level, that operating at 100%, so much better than what you're currently doing. And I say easy to implement because I've implemented this and I'm not that intelligent, okay? I've struggled with consistency. I've struggled with all of this stuff. Like everything sort of dropped off. Nothing could really stick. I couldn't make the progress because it wouldn't stick. Now, this system that I've created, I'm sharing with you today, is that it's easy to implement, easy to stick to, and you get fucking awesome results. All right. So if you are someone who like, you get into the end of the day and your to-do lists are like half undone, all right, or you feel like there's just not enough hours in the day to get everything done, perhaps even just like letting your sleep be affected because you work until 2 a.m. trying to get this work done, then you're waking up at 6, and you're in this cycle of like operating like 40% capacity because you're trying to get everything done. And ultimately, we both know that ain't working, all right? If you're getting out of shape, like you're feeling like perhaps business is taking a heavy toll on your physical and mental health. Maybe you just think, I ain't got time to travel to the gym, do an hour weights, travel back, shower, get back into work every single day. Maybe I haven't got time to train even once or like twice a day anymore. I can't do my cardio. I can't like do all of this sort of stuff. If you're feeling like that is you, then this protocol is going to be amazing for you. If you're feeling like you can't stay focused, like you're doing a task, you move to something else, and you're not getting anything done. You're getting loads of things 30% done, but you're not getting a single thing 100% done. Or if you feel like you've lost that creative spark, you feel like ideas aren't coming as naturally as they did before, which is important if you're creating content, you're creating business ideas, especially in marketing as well. You need to be at your creative best to stay competitive, okay? So this video will walk you through all of that. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm Bill J. Clark. I'm a stunner, all right? I had the nickname in school called Bare Minimum Bill. Now, this wasn't by other students. This was by teachers, all right? They came up with the nickname Bare Minimum Bill because I would just do the absolute minimum to get by. To pass, you had to get a C. I would get C's across the board, bro. Like I would just do the bare minimum to get into university. I went for like a shit university because they gave me an unconditional offer the year before. So you do 2 years in college and then you go to university. The first year, I got a unconditional offer, which means no matter what grades I get in the second year, I still had a place there, all right? So what did I do in the second year? I didn't do fucking anything, all right? I just cruised by and just enjoyed myself. So I had this nickname, Bare Minimum Bill. And I've gone from that person doing the bare minimum, just getting by, cruising. So now I've been living in Thailand for over 2.5 years now. I had my first marketing agency, which I shut down about a year ago to become business partners with my buddy Jack Hopkins, and we formed a network of high-level guys across the world called the New Elite. Now, if you don't really know me or my experience, I'm like the back-end guy. I'm like the guy who does the systems, the data, the numbers. I've always been that type of guy. I've always loved puzzles, Lego, numbers, maths, all that stuff, but I'm not a nerd. Don't you ever accuse me of that ever again, all right? Now, I'm someone who regularly gets people messaging me saying, can you help me with this? Can you help me with this? And that's just a big step from that guy who was cruising, bare minimum bill. And now I'm proud of the progress that I've made, and I'm sharing everything that I've done along the way. And ultimately, a lot of these come down to the systems, to the protocols, to the processes that I've actually implemented into my life. A lot of my YouTube videos coming up, so subscribe or you're a nerd, will be about what I have implemented. I'm not going to be talking about this theoretical bullshit that isn't actually valuable or actionable. I'm going to be talking through the exact things that I've implemented into my life that have actually worked. All right. so subscribe, or you are technically a nerd, and that's just science. You can't deny that. So we'll get on to why I made this approach. Now, I've tried all the protocols, I've tried all the biohacking stuff. Simple is best. If we think about it, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I don't want to be taking an ungodly amount of supplements in order to just get my brain to function to be able to reply to a fucking email. All right? I want to just be able to take a couple that just help optimize me, because you look at these supplements and there's fucking hundreds. And it's like, well, you need that because it does this. Well, you need that because it does this. I fucking can't be asked with all of that. I've tried some of them and I've just found the ones that work. Okay. And not only that, that work for what I am trying to achieve. And as an entrepreneur, it'll be the exact same. We want to operate well. Okay. And we also don't have the time to do red light therapy, sauna, steam room, ice bath, all of this sort of weird shit that's like blowing up in popularity online. We ain't got time for that, have we? We've got money to make. We've got a business to run. We've got teams to manage. All right. We've got clients to help. We've got customers to service, you know? So I'm not asked about doing the popular stuff. I'm not going to be sharing with you the popular stuff that's just a fucking distraction for people who can't actually do any work, because it's bullshit. I and you want the minimum biohacking process to get the maximum results. All right. We want to do the 20% work that gets the 80% results, don't we? All right. And at the end of the day, all we need this to do is to get us to function fucking well. All right. Not just looking good, which it will, but operating well. Now, what does that look like? That's like consistent energy. All right. I've tried it before, and when I didn't have this protocol, high energy in the morning, slump, high energy, slump, high energy, slump. It's fucking difficult to work when you are always on those up and downs. Whereas now I'm cruising at like 8.5 out of 10 energy all throughout the day. Even I'm working out twice a day. So it's going well. And I'll share exactly this with you. Okay. And we need to be able to make great decisions. Okay. Because we're running a business. All right. We're not just fucking creating fucking TikToks. All right. We are running a business. We need to be able to make high level decisions fast, efficiently. We need to be able to communicate well. We need all of this brain power that comes from a simple biohacking process. And it doesn't come from 50 fucking supplements. All right. And finally, we want to look and feel good. When you are looking and feeling good, you operate at a better level. You're more positive. You get into that positive frequency mindset. Like when you look in the mirror and you see a fucking fat bag of milk in front of you, staring back at you, that your woman doesn't really like, then you're not going to be feeling good. You're going to be taking that negative energy into your work, into your content, to your clients, which is fucking bad. All right. And you're going to essentially run your business into the ground if you don't have a fucking high level frequency. So when you're feeling good, when you look in the mirror and you're proud of what you've done, when your girl's all over you, when you've got that high energy, the endorphins going from training, then you take that positive energy, that into your work. Okay. This is what we want. This is operating well. Okay. Now we'll go through the protocol now in chronological order, morning until night. All right. So first of all, you want to track your sleep. Now I know this sounds boring or unnecessary, but it fucking helps. And I'm going to brag. I got 100% sleep score last night and I feel awesome. I feel so good today. I use Whoop. I'm still waiting on the sponsorship. Come on, guys. I'm practically famous by now. This is the best I've found, again, no affiliation yet. All right, I'm going to get that. Before, when I was using Whoop, I didn't really give a shit about the stats. What I was doing was just having it on as a reminder to sort of like stay accountable. Okay. But over time, I've sort of noticed that these are very good stats to have, because I can see from the live tracker that I'm going to show you in a second what meals lead to better sleep, or what actions lead to better sleep. Oh, I had this pasta meal, I didn't sleep well at all. Then it was probably that. Oh, what about the timings that I went to sleep? You get all of this data. The more data you have, the better you can make judgment calls. Okay, we know this. I just always, when I wake up, I put in my sleep data, I guess you'd call it, into the spreadsheet, and we can have a look at this here. Now, this is a new one I've done, which is why there's not many things, data points, but sleep performance, 91%, 98%, 100%. Okay, sleep 7.5, 8, fucking 9 hours 24. So I'm getting good sleep here. That is quality. Okay, and I'm waking up every single day feeling refreshed. My energy out of 10, 7, 8.5, 8. Today I'm running at an 8.5 or a 9. I'm high energy. I'm not really needing caffeine, but I've got it on me. All right, I'm doing well, and I'm tracking all of this every single day. Okay, so when I know that it's like, oh, I have a pizza, sleep performance 83%. Like, it's a pretty clear indicator of one. But then over 6 months, I'm going to be doing this for a fucking long time, you can see. Now, every time, if I see, oh, I had 2 beers here, sleep performance dropped massively, then I'm going to cut that out. It's not just a case of like just thinking theoretically, oh, that might be bad for me, I'll cut it out. This is data-driven approach. This is like logical. All right, and that's what we want. We want a logical. We don't just want to fucking guess at things. So over time, this data sheet for my whole life is going to become more and more valuable. I'm going to get a much clearer idea across everything: my sleep, my energy, my training, my diet, my work, my screen time, everything. All right. And if you haven't watched it already, I go through a full explanation video. Yeah, this is what it is. It's on my channel, and go check it out. I'll leave a link to the video below. Covers everything. It's super fucking good. You get a free template of it. Go watch that after this. But back to where we were. Where were we? Yeah. So track your sleep. It might seem dumb, but over time, you're going to get a fucking very clear idea of what affects your sleep, which then affects your energy, which then affects your frequency, how you're feeling the next day, which affects your work. All right. Creatine, just do it. Physical benefits. You also get a lot of mental clarity, better mental capacity. When you take creatine, 10 to 15 grams a day is fine. Let's take that one out of there. That was, how the frig did that get in there? Stimulants. Now, I think stimulants are good if they're not a crux. If you're not relying on them to wake up, like for me, caffeine doesn't wake me up. By the time I have my first coffee, I'm already awake. I'm already feeling great. Caffeine isn't the thing that's going to get me to be able to function. Same with nicotine, all right? Nicotine, snus, like just take a low dose. You don't want to get hooked on the high doses, which I am. But if you just use 2 or 3 a day, they can really dial you in. But the thing with nicotine is there is a trade-off, okay? And me and Jack have been speaking about this a lot. I have a love-hate relationship with nicotine because it can help me function well, but you have the trade-off of like your energy physically is not there. So if you've done this before, you will realize that you get the mind power, but you lose your physical, your body power in the gym. All right. You don't want to, you don't have those workouts where you want to stay in the gym for hours and hours and hours. Like I haven't had them in a very long time because of the nicotine. So if you are in a season of building your business, you will have trade-offs, okay? And this is just one of them. You don't have to use nicotine if you don't want, but I find it helps a lot. So diet, minimal carbs during the day. A lot of this stuff you should just fucking know. Same day after day. We're busy people. We've got shit to do. We've got meetings. We've got teams to manage. You want to minimize your decision making in other areas of your life outside of business so that you can make those really good decisions. You don't have decision fatigue in your business, all right? If I spend 30 minutes a day thinking about what to have for each meal, that's just a fucking waste of brain capacity and time, all right? So I have the same meals every single day. They vary a tiny bit, but I have this every morning: Greek yogurt, strawberries, banana, blueberries, granola, honey, every single morning before I work out. This, I'll either have this or eggs for lunch. Like, it's either this exact meal or it's eggs. That's just chicken, tomatoes, sweet corn, avocado, that. And dinner, normally like pasta and steak or rice and steak, anything like that. This doesn't really fucking vary, all right? What you need to do is you just need to choose 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that you enjoy and that sort of just fit this, all right? They don't have to be amazing. They don't have to be perfect. All you need is the meals that you enjoy, that you can have every single day, and that keep your energy levels high. You need to remember that food is fuel. Food isn't this like amazing thing to be enjoyed. Like, yeah, I get the occasional going out for a nice meal, but food is ultimately fuel. All right. And we are fueling yourself as an entrepreneur. And what fuel do we need? We need fuel that keeps us focused, that keeps us energized, that doesn't give us a fucking big old carb crash. All right. So yeah, those are the meals: Greek yogurt and fruit before workout, eggs and fruit, or chicken salad for lunch, and then carbs and meat for dinner. Never eat after 7 p.m. as well, because that fucks with your sleep bad. Evening routine: wind down at 9 p.m. Set the AC in your room to Baltic, like seriously cold. Have a hot Epsom salt bath or hot shower for 15 minutes. This just really helps raise your internal body heat. I learned this from Colin Yerkeson a couple of years ago. Just get a really hot, if you don't have a bath, just have a hot shower. You don't need that hot Epsom salt. I just do it. It's fucking cheap as fuck and you can get it anywhere. It just raises that internal body heat, and then you go into a cold room. That just helps you sleep really, really well. All right. And when I say wind down at 9, off your phone, off your laptop, like dim all the lights or turn them off if you can. Just start reading fiction in bed. Like, I read for about an hour a night when I get into bed. And that's about it. Like, from what I've said, if you want to sort of do this protocol that works for me, you can see it works for me. I've got my tracker there. In 2 or 3 months down the line, I'll create another one just like as an update on my tracker, how I've optimized it, what the results are, but it's fucking working. So there's no reason not to do this. Purchases: Whoop Band is like $239 for the year. Creatine is like $30. It lasts 2 months maybe. Epsom salt is cheap as fuck. That is, if you go to the shop, it just says on the tag, cheap as fuck. So that's it. Have you noticed how simple this is? I don't have any fucking sauna. I don't have ice bath. None of this is part of the protocol. Those are bonuses. If I have time, I have like a few of my mates are going to this ice bath place. I'll go with them. But they are not necessities. All right. What are the necessities is the diet, the tracking my sleep, the creatine and stimulants, the evening routine. This is all just basic stuff. Remember, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I don't want all the different supplements, the protocols, everything like that. This works. All right, so go do this. Again, go watch my video, How to Effortlessly Win in Life. It's this one on my channel, the most recent one before this. Get your free copy of this life planner. Like, you don't have to opt in or anything. You just click a link and you get it. The link to that video is going to be in the description below. But I hope you have a great day. I hope you're feeling blessed. And I'll see you in the next one.